Morning, everybody. Yesterday I took my old bench, cut it apart and basically in half, and built a recess spot for the compound miter saw. Worked out really good. I just notched it there and there so we can get the 45 still on each side. I just waited until it was all built, and then I just did it with a jigsaw and a hand chisel. So that's that. I went and picked up some dust collection stuff, but I grabbed the wrong stuff, 1.5 inches instead of 1.25 inches for back here. Still gotta build some shelves so I can store some hand tools and stuff there, so I don't have to have this thing completely full. All this stuff kind of just everywhere. Went and picked up some lumber. It's 2x4x8 and 4 foot by 8 foot 3/4 inch MDF. I'm gonna build a proper table for the table saw today. Try and cut it on anything on this table, and it just skids across the floor. I'll do that, change the blade on it. I don't know if I'm gonna build a table for the table saw and the planer. I might, probably will. One on each end or something, figure it out. There's the vacuum. Works great. This vacuum here, the top comes off and you can, like, turns into a dust blower, like a leaf blower, whatever you want to call it. And then this piece here clips onto there, and you turn it on. Pull the dust out of your shop, right out the door into the parking lot. Anyways, quick shop tour. Getting her set up pretty good. It's all my mechanical tools, battery charger, drill press, welder, plasma cutter. This is just a portion of my tools. The rest are still out at the farm. This is what I'll need here for now. If I need any more, I'll go get them. I brought this so I can set it up quick and do the walls and stuff for the rooms. Showed this layout in a separate video. We did a little bit of changing, but yeah, let's get started. I'm back. I'm just cutting legs. I just taught myself how to do this. I didn't know really how to do it. Some measuring and to get 2-inch. It's 3.5 by 3.5, and I want a 2x4 to go across here and here. This would be the inside corner of the leg. This would be the outside corner. So then the 2x4 will run here and here to make the corner of the bench. So I need to take 1.5 inches off of here, and 1.5 inches off of here, and leave 2 inches by 2 inch square here. And doing that on the table saw, I messed up twice, but then I got it. So you set your blade depth, height, to 1.5 inches, and then you would go over 2 inches, and then make your cut, and then flip it and make your cut, and then you flip to the other side, raise the blade to 2 inches, make your cut, flip it, make your cut, and it seemed to work. Then you get this L piece or cut off with a little bit in the middle. That's no big deal. Clean that up with a hand chisel. Oh, there it is here. I mean, they're a little deep, but it's just a bench. I could have stopped short and finished it with a pole saw, but it is just a bench. Well, taught myself how to do them corners First two were a little shaky, last two were good, so I cleaned up the first two. So that worked out. I just screwed everything from the outside. I do have a Craig pocket hole jig, but it's just a single one. And honestly, it's just screw holes, like no biggie. On this side, it's 2 foot from center on like the inside to inside of those two 2x4s. Once it's flipped over, this side here is going to be the side that has the planer in it. I might take those guides off and just run it flush with the table. Not sure yet. Most of its corners are square. 2x4s are pretty bowed, you can see, but they'll straighten out. I'll straighten them out when I clamp it or screw it. Go straighten it, clamp it, and then screw it. So I got this done. I'll probably have to put a couple in the middle, but those I'll just half lap. It'll be pretty simple. Get some casters tomorrow. I cut them originally at 38, but then I cut them down to 36 because I got to put wheels on it, right? Hopefully I don't have to go much. Hopefully I don't have to cut them anymore. The new vacuum I got for dust collection for the table saw, this is without the vacuum. That was one cut. What a disaster. That vacuum makes a huge difference. Pretty soon it won't be on the floor or on that bench underneath there. It'll be built into this table on this side. So flip this thing over and right side up. Planer on this side. Might turn it actually so the planer goes like in it planes. This way, lengthwise. So you can put a long board in and plane it out the other side. Not really sure yet. Guess I'll figure that out as I go. So yeah, planer, that side, table saw, this side. Just using deck screws. I have wood screws. You can buy little tiny containers of them for, an arm and a leg. These are coated deck screws, good screws. 8 by 2.5. Need more 2x4s. Gotta put some shelving, a couple more legs. Over here I'm gonna do shelving as well. Just a shelf on the bottom so I can put, these kind of tools. Hand tools. I hung all those up there today. At some point I hit my zoom way in, so. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.